Hey folks, my name is Kevin and it's time for some very different knife nerdery. This is the Civivi Sendy. It is from Ben Peterson, aka Ben Banters, aka what is up guys? And let's go on an adventure and find out how I got this knife. So Ben Peterson just posted a video explaining his new knife, the Sendy. It talks about the origin story, how it came to be, why it has the toothpick and stuff like that in it. It's a pretty cool little knife. The video came out great. My friend Ricky edited it together. You should definitely go watch it. One of the things he explains is the name, because it was originally supposed to be called the Cedar, and that's a reference to 3 different places in Ben's life that are important to him. 2 of them have cedar in the name, and the third one, the Pacific Northwest, just has cedar trees everywhere. And at the end of that video, he referenced the fact that he hid one of those knives somewhere in the Pacific Northwest. And he gave some lat longs. I looked it up. It's about an hour drive away from me, but it's through the Columbia River Gorge. It's one of my favorite drives. I try to go out there anytime I get an opportunity, and so this is a great chance to go try and track it down. Now the video's been up for 16 hours already, and there's a lot of people that live up here in the Pacific Northwest, so it's probably gone. But the bigger reason it's probably gone is I think he hid it back in like November. So odds are it's not there, but I don't know. Hey Rusty, you want to go try to find a knife? Let's go. Let's go. So one of the cool things about this drive is that you're facing Mount Hood the entire way, but it's a really cloudy day, and so you can't see it at all. But back there's a mountain, a really big mountain. It's really pointy. It looks fucking awesome. You're just gonna have to trust me. I promise it's there. There's a mountain. Okay, we're now starting to enter the Columbia River Gorge, and this drive is just so stinking pretty, even on a dreary, overcast day like today. In some ways, it's even prettier this time of year because I love the way that the grays and the greens kind of blur together. You start getting these really big rocks. They're just so fun. Look at that thing over there. I'll try and make a little montage or something, maybe if I can. I don't have any of that like twangy rock stock music that they use in the background of videos like this, so to make my own, it always goes something like I'm sorry for that, that was terrible. Coming up on Multnomah Falls. This place is famous. Second tallest waterfall in the entire world. I wonder if we'll get a good view. With the snow at the top. I'll admit I don't come out here in January as often as I would like. Up on the Bonneville Dam. It's also where they have a giant salmon fish hatchery. The dam's enormous. It's pretty neat looking. I wonder if we'll be able to get a good view. Kind of hard to see, but that's the dam over there. getting closer, but it's also getting a lot nastier out. I'm betting it's not there, but this is a fun adventure anyway. I love seeing the mountains in the fog like that. It's just so cool. Okay, so according to the coordinate system, this is the park he was at. I don't know how far out he went though, and it is kind of miserable out. It is like whipping wind and rain at me. So, did he go all his way? In the video, you can see he's at this like thicket, and this is the kind of thicket he's at. It's pricker bushes, which is fun, and you can see the water behind him. I don't know if he walked all the way out to this little peninsula bit. I don't know. Okay, so I had to take a quick break because it started hailing and it's just whipping rain and hail at me, and it's very unpleasant out. I rewatched the portion of the video like 3 or 4 times, and he's in grass and you can see the thicket, you can see the water. I think I might have gone too far. Coordinates say it's right there, like right there. But I don't see that rock anywhere. Now, it could just be because it's not there anymore. Like I said, I think he filmed that about a month ago. But it is such a miserable day out right now here. It's cold and the wind is just whipping. So I'm kind of warming up a little bit, and I'm going to go back out and try to find this thing. I think this might be it. There's a stick, there's a rock. I think this is it. It is miserable out. I think this really might be it. I think this might be it. I think this might be it. Oh yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Oh, hell yeah! Oh my god, I've been looking for 20 fucking minutes and it is so windy out! I found it! Oh my god, my hands are so cold right now. Oh my god. I need to warm up just a sec before I open this up. Okay, this is it. My pants are completely soaked through, and so is the knife, because the Ziploc bag it was in came undone, I guess, at the top. I'll have to take this apart when I get home and clean it out and see if there's any corrosion, but let's see if it opens. Super easy. Yeah, you can see some dirt on it. Oh, that's that cool cedar plank texture he's talking about. What a freaking cool little knife. Fall to the nail. Wow. My hands are so cold and stiff right now. This has been such a crazy adventure. Thank you, Ben, for sending me on this crazy, absurd adventure. This has been wild. Okay, we made it home. Driving over an hour in soaking wet pants was not my favorite experience. It was very cold, but I made it. And check this out. This knife is really cool. You can definitely see the cedar plank texture. You can also really hear it. I love flipper tabs like this. I've talked about this a lot in videos. They're great for a lot of reasons. One, they're just completely out of the way, but functionally speaking, you hook onto them like this and you maintain contact the entire way. So you're accelerating the blade for a really long time, about twice as far as you would on a normal flipper tab. So you get a fantastic flick on this thing. This is the all black version. Looks like this has some gunk on it. The Ziploc bag was not perfectly sealed. This thing doesn't really seem to have gotten bad though, honestly. It was wet when I took it out, but it doesn't seem problematic at all. Yeah, this knife. Check this out. I'm gonna get in here, pull this out. Ooh, feedback. I don't know how to get this out easily. There we go. Got the tweezers on that side, just like my old sack. And that is quite the pick. Ooh, that is sharp. That would actually be really, really useful. Okay. What else can we say about this? Oh, fun. That slides in like at an angle. Yeah. How's it feel in hand? Neutral ergos. Great traction on that jimping right there. Easy to push that over. See that right there? I love this style of jimping where if you're going to have jimping on a lock bar, I love this style where it's at an angle and not where it's a flat surface along the top, because you want traction in this dimension. And so this is usually unpleasant to push on. So the fact that it's flat along the top makes it so much more comfortable if you're squeezing like this. You don't feel that at all, but it does kind of grip your finger as you push in like that. Actually, that's kind of fun. This little bit of jimping right there ends up right there. And it's not the kind of thing that's going to like hold you in place, but it does give you an indexing spot. As you're moving your fingers on this, you don't have to look at it. You can feel where you are. That way you know not to go up any further to give on that blade. The sharpening choil is done really, really well. You've got this entire vertical height right there, all the way up to there. That's a great plunge grind. This is a really slick little knife. Civivi has just stayed really high quality this whole time. Oh yeah, and so this one's in the spay blade shape. By popular demand, they also made a regular drop point, but I think this is the way cooler blade shape, and the one I think is also better suited for EDC. It's a very similar blade shape to something like, let me find it. Here, this is the Quiet Carry IQ, and you can see this is like a modified sheep's foot where there's a little bit of belly, there's a little bit of piercing tip, but it has that same kind of low down tip and a flat across blade. And this spay blade shape is basically the exact same thing. You get a low enough tip that it's really easy to cut with it if you're trying to cut along the surface, but you have enough belly here that you can also do kind of like this style of slicing cuts or like rocking on things. It's a really cool blade shape. One of the many origin stories for where we get this kind of sheep's footy looking thing is that farmers needed to, well, castrate animals, and having the low down tip that is not super pointy, this is a little bit more exaggerated than the traditional spay. Anyway, it would allow them to, I guess, basically cut into things and not risk puncturing other things in next door. A little bit gross, but hey, I mean, farmers got to do farmer stuff. So yeah, that's the origin of this blade shape, but it's a really practical shape for EDC. I think it's also just cooler looking, and since you've got this kind of Barlow handle, it just really evokes that old school knife, but with very modern sensibilities, especially in this completely blacked out version. This is really freaking cool. I can't believe I found this. I can't believe no one else grabbed it. I can't believe it's still there. I can't believe the bag was open and everything's still in very good condition. This is so fun. Ben, indirectly, thank you for the knife. You didn't intentionally give it to me, but thank you especially for the adventure. This was so freaking fun. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll catch you all next time.